Child actor Rick Schroder, who I didn't know the existence of until today. He was the star of Silver Spoon, a show I didn't know the existence of until today, threw a temper tantrum outside of a Costco in Los Angeles because the Costco in Los Angeles still has a policy that ensures that its patrons wear a mask when they're inside. Now, Schroder is not happy about this, and so he decides to give this poor Costco worker hell. But I do want to commend the Costco worker for keeping his composure. Let's watch.
What's your name?
My name is Jason.
And what do you do here?
I'm a supervisor, front-end supervisor.
And why aren't you letting me in?
Because in the state of California, in the county of Los Angeles, there has been and Costco, there's been no change to our mask policy. Not in the state of California or in the county.
Didn't you see the news? You didn't see the news. Nationwide Costco has said you don't need to wear masks.
Actually, that's not accurate.
What is accurate?
So what is accurate is that Costco always goes above and beyond when following the law. And the mandate in California has not changed. There does seem to be the possibility that in June, by mid-June, that's a date that California, I know,
if they allow us, if they grant us that, our kings, the people in power, you're going to listen to these people?
Well, I know
they've destroyed our economy.
Well,
they're destroying our culture. They're destroying our state.
I see.
And you're just going to listen to their rules.
Well, what we are going to do is simply follow the guidelines.
Okay. I'm getting my refund. I'm getting my refund from Costco. I suggest everybody in California get their refund from Costco. Give up your membership to Costco until they remove this.
Okay, well, this hasn't changed in any building in California, in any company that I'm aware of. The places I shop still require masks. But that's not the point. The point is Costco is simply abiding by the law, and that's the law.
There's my refund. You're the manager?
I'm the manager.
Okay, I'm suggesting everybody in California get a refund from Costco until this rule is lifted.
My favorite part about that video is the woman who gives him the receipt for the refund. It was cut off in the clip that we showed you, but she just kind of was like, okay, walks away. Like calmest workers on the planet. But of course you have this super obnoxious guy who would, make me super irritable. But just a few things I want to note before I go to you, Cenk. So there seems to be a misunderstanding, not just by Schroder, but many other people, about the difference between CDC guidance, which is not some sort of government regulation or law, and then actual government regulation and laws. Now in California, where this exchange happened, Governor Gavin Newsom has indicated that he wants Californians to continue wearing their masks indoors, even if they're fully vaccinated through June 15th, okay? So each state has its own policies, its own regulations. And then on top of that, you have to keep in mind that private businesses are gonna have their own policies. And in this case, Costco has decided they still want their customers to wear masks while they're inside. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna like force a private company, private companies that like maybe wouldn't wanna bake a gay cake? Are you gonna force them to bake gay cakes? Are you gonna force them to prevent people from wearing masks? Like this is a question that conservatives need to answer.
Yeah, they're not gonna answer any questions. So first of all, let's just note the irony. He played a spoiled kid in Silver Spoons, and now he's acting like a spoiled brat. And by the way, what have you done since your 1982 sitcom? Look, I'm not saying loser and entitled. I still have my money from the 1980s sitcom, and I don't want anybody taking it, okay? That's why I love being a Republican. Freedom. Keep my money. I want to keep my money. I'm a freedom. Okay, yeah, whatever, okay. So I just like the randomness of this. Because you could have gone anywhere. It's a state law. If you go to a grocery store, you have to wear a mask. If you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear a mask. I can name you literally every place, and you have to wear a mask, because it's a state law. And so the companies are following the state law. Their mandate to their workers is you have to wear a mask and you have to ask people to wear a mask. Otherwise, we're not in compliance with the law, we'll get in trouble. And if you don't ask people to do that, I'm gonna have to let you go because that's the mandate, right? And so.
Mandate by our kings.
By our kings. No, we elected them, and you guys are trying to recall Gavin Newsom. I got no love for Gavin Newsom. I think the recall is silly, but But no, we elected him. We could unelect him. We might be in the middle of unelecting him now. That means he's not a king, right? And so if he was a king, you wouldn't bother doing a recall effort, or the recall effort would have weapons. Okay, so that's not how this system works, and you obviously don't understand it. But he's like, that's it, I want a refund from Costco. Okay, are you gonna get a refund from the grocery store? Are you not gonna buy any groceries? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna live?
Yeah, that's a good point. And by the way, Costco, very generous with their refunds. Sometimes you don't even have to show up with a receipt.
Wow, well that's a nice
like
ad for Costco. And apparently they have very friendly employees.
Yeah, no, that guy was like, yes sir, a friend and supervisor. Who doesn't love that guy?
Yeah, brother, I don't know when we became friends, but I like it, I'm buying into it.
Jason.
Oh, that's my name, Jason. I'm a friend and supervisor. Yes, you are, Jason. Yes, you're a friend to all rational people. Yep. So, and now finally, Anna's point so good, right? We got freedom. Now make those private corporations do what we want. That is not conservative at all. I know that the conservative movement doesn't exist anymore. There is no ideology behind it. There are no principles behind it. It's just a bunch of people saying, freedom, and cops should be able to kill black people, and stop taking my money from taxes. I don't want to help anyone else. I just want to be selfish and hide all my money. That's the Republican Party. That's it. I'm done with it. That's the entire Republican Party. So it's unsurprising that they would have a fool like Rick Schroder, who's never done anything in his life, except he got handed a show when he was a kid. When he was a kid, it's not like he was like, oh, he worked hard and stuff like that. Oh, you look like a spoiled kid. Come on, you do it, right? And so it turns out they got whoever did the casting for Silver Spoons, you nailed it.
Nailed it. But there's something with these child actors, because Scott Baio was a child actor, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
in a sense.
By the time he was the star of Charles in Charge, I think he was an adult, right?
Yes.
Because he was Charles in Charge in Our Days and Our Lives.
Yes,
right?
Yes. He was a child actor in Happy Days, of course.
That's right.
And then there was the spin-offs, and then there was Charles in Charge.
Well, Scott Baio has weighed in on this.
Oh, thanks God, another child actor.
Yeah,
what did he have to say?
He says, the Costco manager / employee said, it's a law to wear the mask. It's not a law, it is a mandate from the dictators.
Well, by the way, even if that were true, it would still be a law. The dictators make laws. They have a different way of making laws, but it's not like in North Korea there aren't any laws. It's just the dictator makes them. They don't care about anything. They're like, it's not a law. We're not gonna follow it, man, because we don't believe in democracy. I mean, look at the irony of that. So people vote for a governor, he passes a law, and they vote for legislators, and they pass a law. And these guys go, dictators. So I'm not gonna follow the law. In other words, you don't believe in the rule of law and you don't believe in democracy, while you're ironically calling the people into democracy dictators. How's that for a twist? But it's okay, guys. Bottom line is conservatives, logic not required.
One of our viewers sent me this link about Rick Schroder, who we just did a story on. Apparently Rick Schroder put up hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to bail Kyle Rittenhouse out. He was the one who posted bail for him. Rick Schroder explains bail for Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. He murdered 2 people, by the way. It made me mad that he was in custody.
Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old that went with a weapon into the middle of protests and then provoked people and then shot and killed them. So Rick Schroder apparently is a terrible, terrible human being. He's not just a clown, he's a dangerous clown. So thank you to Jeremy for reminding me about that.